interesting. Right. So as it turns out, SG chicken rice is trending on the internet right now. And I guess, give the people what they want, right? But it comes to the question, what is SG chicken rice? So with that question in mind, I set forth with the theme for this video, which is different types of Singapore chicken rice that you can try. Let's go. Alright, we can't really talk about Singapore chicken rice without actually going into Hainanese chicken rice. And this is what led me to Tofu at level 2 of HDB Hut at Toa Payoh. Because Sing Swee Kee, which is a popular Hainanese chicken rice stall at Seah Street, has just opened a new outlet. In front of me right now is a rice ball set, which includes chicken, eggs, veggies, as well as 2 big chicken rice balls. Apparently that's the most traditional way that you can enjoy it, because last time it's meant to be taken on the go, and that's the reason why they present it as such. Let's try the chicken first. Okay, yeah. Chicken looks pretty standard. I would say it's probably one of those that really require the sauces. So the chili here is probably what carries the dish in this aspect. So you can see like all the little minced up chili pieces, along with some ginger as well. The spice is not up front, it hits you near the back of your throat. If you look inside where the chicken rice ball is, right, you can actually see pieces of ginger mixed together with it. The rice is not as smooshed together as I expected it to be, which is good. When I saw the making process, I was thinking maybe it will be all mooshed up to the point that it becomes like a mochi. This is not. This is more of like slightly drier chicken rice sticking together in a sense. You get very light aroma of ginger as well as some garlic if I'm not mistaken. It's very slight difference. I wouldn't say one is better than the other. It's a fun factor to me, not so much a taste factor. Along with this new outlet, they've also introduced a new format to this. It's fried chicken rice balls. Essentially, if you compare the sizes, right, they are slightly smaller, but it's the same rice ball format and then deep fried. Wow, it's like an armor around it. I don't know how I'm gonna... I guess I have to get your hands dirty with this one. It's very fragrant. It's kind of like when you take the chicken rice and then you make it into fried rice. That kind of aroma in it. When you stir fry or you fry or you heat it up, it intensifies the aroma of it. I'm just wondering if the frying action makes it too hard on the outside. It feels like I'm eating Toa Payoh more than I'm eating chicken rice. It feels a little over fried. If you look at the cross section of it, right, the outside is all fried. Only a small little bit of the center is normal chicken rice. I guess there are only 2 ways around it. 1, fry it less, or 2, maybe don't use the small size ball, instead use the normal size one, because probably with a bigger size ball you can afford to crust up the exterior and still have a sizable portion of regular rice in the middle. This form factor makes it even easier to dip in chili, and then in a sense the liquid kind of softens the hard exterior of this fried chicken rice ball. I feel the style of this dish is the chili. It brings out the best in everything. I like it. I probably wouldn't have it as my staple in the meal. I'll take one ball. I probably won't eat all 3. So another day, another chicken rice to try out. Today I'm at Whampoa Makan Place, Block 91 to try out Mud No and Rose authentic ginger fried chicken rice. So this came off a recommendation from a friend who used to have this during his POCC days. For $6, I have a very generous plate of chicken, fried chicken skin, and fried chicken gizzard. So I'm gonna start off with the rice. Rice looks pretty standard, using long grain rice this time round, which is interesting. Wow. When you take a bite of the rice, right, there's a very strong chicken aroma. So basically this is what they expect when you cook your rice with the chicken stock. It goes quite well with the long grain rice that they use. A lot fluffier as well. So on top of the chicken, right, there's a lot of generous toppings of these crispy fried bits. Super crunchy, super crispy. It reminds me of like my younger days when I was having like Long John Silver and then you would ask for like extra crumbs for everything. I'm gonna try the chicken. Auntie very nice, give me Thai meat. I feel that this is a very nicely fried, nicely prepared fried chicken. Meat is nice and moist. The skin is very crispy. It retains the crispiness of fried chicken and has that juiciness and the texture that's similar to like a roasted chicken. Perfect. The chili looks a bit watery if you ask me. So if you compare it with like the standard Hainanese chicken rice kind of chili, think of that, make it spicier, make it sweeter and a little bit more watery. This is what you get. I'm gonna try it with the chicken. I think I understand why it's made this way. The fried chicken can get a little bit greasy, a little bit gelat after a while. So the chili actually helps to cut away a little bit of that greasiness. One thing I'm not really getting that much of is the aroma of ginger, because I mean the name says ginger fried chicken. I'm expecting a little bit more ginger, but wole. Maybe there is a little bit, but it's very subtle and it gets covered by the other flavors. Just found these little bits of fried garlic. And it's amazing flavor. It's an explosion of that intense garlicky aroma without the spiciness of it. So moving on to the add-ons that I requested for. I asked for additional chicken skin as well as gizzards. Again, not a fan of liver, and as someone say, if I don't like liver, don't order liver. Sure. Some gizzards. I'm expecting a very springy, very chewy texture. Not really meaty, but more springy. And on the surface of it, right, you can actually see a lot of these little spices around it. I'm guessing it's either fennel or cumin. So in terms of texture, the closest I can think of is properly done calamari, but just make it a little bit chewier. Yeah, because right at the end when you bite into it, it really just has that similar snap. And I like that as I bite, I'm not just getting the snap and the texture, I'm also getting the spices. Moving on. It's been a little while, so I'm hoping it's still crispy. But here goes. Moment of truth. Damn f***ing shook. It's so sinful, slightly oily, but all crunch. So I reached the end of my meal. And it does get a little bit greasy, a little bit gelat at the end. To which case I would say, pro tip, please get yourself 2 sauces of the chili sauce, because that's the one that's going to help you cut the grease away. And it's good, so good. So I'm over at Chinatown complex right now to check out a different kind of chicken rice. It's soy chicken rice. Okay, so it's 12:30 right now, and interestingly enough, without much queuing needed, I'm here with my plate of a signature 3-piece plate. That's $5.80, and it comes with a bean curd, chicken, and bean sprout. The store is called Maria Virgin Chicken. Maria Virgin Chicken has a very long history dating back to the old and the new Lam Tong restaurant, which is also famous for their soy chicken. And the stall has many stories and legends, one of which includes a rumor that she has mentored a particular Michelin star holder. But of many things, she's also known to be a doppelganger for Maria Cordero, a Hong Kong singer, actress, TV host and DJ. Yeah, I'm here with a plate of soy chicken. It's different from roast chicken or steamed Hainanese steamed chicken. Basically, the chicken is braised in a soy-based liquid, and it gives it a very nice texture, a very nice flavor. The soy flavor intensifies the chicken. So this is what I'm going to try now. I'll start with the chicken now, of course. It's so soft and bouncy that the fork has difficulty poking into the meat itself. Wow, the texture is amazing. Look at the skin. It's unlike the usual roast chicken that you'll see, whereby it's all roasted to the point that the skin is on the drier side. Oh wow. The chicken is very soft and moist and juicy. Almost like a brine chicken. I'm guessing the cooking process sort of creates the same effect as well. Mind you, I'm eating breast meat, but it's nowhere dry. There's a very slight chickeny aroma from the rice, but not very strong. I would say the rice reminds me of the ones that you get from roasted meat stalls instead, the sao la stall kind of rice rather than a Hainanese chicken rice stall kind of rice. Bean sprout is rather standard, quite generous, but most importantly, it's a very simple thing, but it's very hard to master. So what they managed is a very crunchy, very glass-like texture. Nothing soggy. At the same time, it's not undercooked, so you won't really get the grassy smell from bean sprout. One very big difference you will see instead when you compare it with other places is that instead of serving it with a braised bean curd, which has a tougher skin and an overall denser texture, Maria Virgin Chicken serves theirs with a tofu, in which case it's super soft, almost like a pudding-like texture, and it's so soft that you can just cut it with your spoon. It's quite fun to play with lah, sorry mom. But at the same time, right, if you look at it from the center, right, if you look at it from the center, right, you can see the braising has already caused like a very nice layer of flavor in it. Oh, the intensity of the flavor combined with the very soft silken tofu-like texture of the tofu, right? It's amazing, I love it. Wow. You still get a very intense aroma of the soya bean, which complements the soy sauce, the dark soy sauce very well. It comes out at the end almost as if you're eating bean curd. Might I say, I like it more than the chicken. This plate here is like a journey of textures, because you got like the ultra soft and smooth bean tofu. Then you got the nice chewy and juicy chicken in the middle. And then you got the very crunchy glass-like texture of the bean sprout on the side. Very nice balance. I like it. Alright, so that is 3 types of Singapore chicken rice. You got the super traditional Singapore Hainanese chicken rice with the traditional rice balls, elevated with the deep fried version. Then you got Mud No and Roses ginger fried chicken. Pretty good representation of what I feel is nasi ayam. And then you got Hong Kong style soya chicken rice represented by Maria Virgin Chicken. All really delicious, all really unique. If I have to really choose my favorite of the 3, I would say it's a very close tie between Mud No as well as Maria. So many different types of chicken rice in all shapes and forms, some of which I never even covered in this video. Do you have a chicken rice that you like? Why not share with us down in the comments below? And if you enjoy the content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned for more, we'll come up with more for you. Until then, bye bye.